Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. 54. We own it. Ready, tackle.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You're good, you're good. That's full, ready.
Shotgun now for Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A terrific run there by Penny. 44 yards on the ground. This is Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
What? Green 80.
Mike 47. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
You're not ready. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Good.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Check, 47. Get ready. Hey, check. Run left. Alert. 49, check 31. Shoot. Joker.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Silence. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 12. We go 21.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow lady. Check out. Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now Breeze on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Just like that. Hey, easy. Motion. Reset.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Eric, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Right there. 54 Hey, easy. Kill.
On the ground, Kamara. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, 5-9. Checkpoint 54. Line 54. Let's go.
Breeze now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 53 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And now it's blocked. There he goes left side. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Kill! Yes!
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Toss play, Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After the sack on first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
56 is the mic. Yeah.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? Yellow lady.
Throwing now is Breeze. Going up top. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go 14. 56. Check 56.
Penny, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bree's going to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
There it comes, there it comes. Look for signal.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. 2nd and 3.
On the run, it's Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Hey guys, listen. 47, check right 47. No chance. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 66, pull it, half. 14, front it.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Seahawks 37, Saints 9. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 77 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 13. Check. Friday.
On second and 11 now. Wilson steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ready? Check.
Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Mark's ready. 5-8, 5-8. Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Penny. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check. Kill.
They'll run with Penny. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 82 yards, and the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Seahawks 44, Saints 23.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Friday. Hey, he's good.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Penny. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 26 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
You're good.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ready? Kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
At the 38-yard line.
Catch it.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Looking long for Talbot. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. Thomas the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they're attacking on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it with Penny on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, they'll run it again with Penny, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. To throw is Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Michael Kendricks in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
25, check 25, check 25. Let's go double count right here, double count. Rush in. Slam, slam, slam.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big edge.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. He was covered by DJ Swearinger.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
I'm here all day. Orbit. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
56. Got it. 56. Mike, 56. Got it. 4 down. Exit. Check. Crunch. Safe. SOS.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.